We just got this little guy in. It's very sweet, very curious, looking around. Right. Hi.
Yes. Sorry.
Well, our new little arrival called Basie, which means little boss in Afrikaans, was no longer wanted and just dropped off. Probably as the name implies, he probably was a little bit bossy and got to the stage of being very forward. Could have been biting people in the family because he is of a fairly big size, although I hear he's still under a year. So this all depends on what people have been feeding them. Although they might look good, it's like having these laying chickens where you overfeed them and they sort of have health problems later on in their life. So it's not really a good thing and not a positive thing for him. So we just hope things come back to normal and that we have got him in time. But it looks like a very nice, friendly monkey at the moment. He's not really getting out of his place of safety, just looking around, seeing what's actually going on till he gets more comfortable at the moment. But this is also a poor shame for some of these little ones of this age. They get to this point and start biting and then get basically thrown away. So all that really happens is they experience two losses in their life. They lose their main family. That all depends on what age and what age he was found, if it's going to make any major difference at all. Hopefully not. This little guy looks very, very confident. But as I say, he might not realize, because he might be a monkey that gets made to stay at home while people go to work, and he might have other people that have looked after him. So the realization might not have set in fully. The other problem we have with them is they don't know monkey behaviors. And of course that's something he's going to have to learn the hard way, which is not always too pleasant. So hopefully things go well. We're all holding our thumbs. Hopefully he came in time and hopefully settles in nicely.
Okay, Monday morning, we've got little Basie. We're still a little unsure how to pronounce the name. Basie. And his sick bay time is over. He's had a little quick quarantine, and this morning we're going to take him up to Gizmo, and that's going to be his home from now on. Of course, we're just going to the indoor cage first, and we'll let in one of the adult females from the troop, as although he's very big, he's technically is a baby. But the adult female will most likely be who's very good natured, and she'll be a nice companion for him to give him some socialization and learn some monkey skills, as he has been kept as a pet for quite a few months. And he does exhibit some classic pet behaviors, so he'll get to spend some time with monkeys with before we actually think about putting him into the troop. So we're gonna get him moved up now. So he just moved Basie across to this other crush cage, as we realised he needed a microchip, and this is a crush cage which enables to hold him in place to get the microchip in. So he's been microchipped. Got Musasa and Godfrey. We're going to take him up to Gizmo, and Camilla's going to watch, make sure he's all good, and then hopefully introduce him to
So Gizmo fortunately is not too far away from sick bay, so it'll be easier to keep an eye on this little one. And the gizmo monkeys are a lot more friendly to sort of older little orphans coming in. So hopefully things should go well, because as I say, this little one doesn't have any monkey behaviors or manners, which he has to learn. And hopefully Gizmo is going to be the troop that teaches him without too many repercussions. While Basie is at his new home, you can see slightly through the back there some of the other monkeys showing a bit of interest, trying to see what's actually going on. We're going to just have to coax Basie outside of his cage. But of course this is his whole new environment, the new start to his new life, and hopefully everything's going to go well and he's going to make friends soon. But we'll have to have a look and see how that goes.
So as the sun sets in the background, it's just past 5 o'clock, and Basie has had a really great day. Of course, being kept as a pet for a while, it's hard to know what his behaviour is going to be like when he's with monkeys again, as I'm not sure he spent too much time with monkeys, and then he's pretty much been kept as a pet since young. So you never know, but it seems like he's doing well so far. He is in with Uh-Oh, who is a very good-natured and calm monkey. But little Basie has interacted through the fence with the juveniles and adults as well. He did get groomed by Uh-Oh briefly. Just seems very relaxed. He's not overconfident or bold, which sometimes you can have from the expats. He's not displaying any antisocial behaviour. As you can see, he's quite chill. So of course that might change once he meets some of the younger ones. But, you know, it's only day one. Overall, it's been really, really great. So, he will spend some time now with Uh-Oh for a couple of weeks before we continue the integration. We just want to let him settle down, get to know the troop through the fence, and just get used to the surroundings and being back with monkeys again. Just outside here we've got the trio of Patchwork, very high ranked female. We've got Plotty in the middle, the alpha female, and on the right I believe is Trisha, another high ranked female. Actually it's not Trisha, it looks like Ricky. Yeah, it's Ricky. And this is Benjamin coming past. So Ricky actually, way back in the day, was my first ever integration, way back in 2012. So there's some history for you. Alright, nice relaxing close shift, and good day.
It's almost like being the new kid at school and you've come halfway through the term, so everybody knows each other and you don't know anybody, and now you've got to sort of be there all on your own and start making friends again. So hopefully it'll go well for this little one.
So we have Basie, who's just moved into the foster mum IC to start his integration. He is a 9-month-old ex-pet, so he's very humanized and he's huge for his age, because he was most likely fed cow's milk when he was still in the care of humans. So yeah, he is going to meet Uh-oh today, but I'm just letting him get used to the foster mum IC and his new home, but he's had lots of visitors. Right now that is Spirit just there, and he's also had Lola Bean and Felix say hi to him, and here's Lola Bean and here's Felix, and they've both said hi, but he seems pretty chill with the monkeys, which is really nice to see. There is a male just there now. Oh, it's Matty Jr. And we have had Uh-Oh at the fence, but there's been too many monkeys, so I haven't wanted to let her in yet, just because I don't want to risk anyone else coming in except her, especially because he is an ex-pet. It's like he doesn't maybe really know how to interact with monkeys yet and everything, so just want to have him with a foster mum before we let anyone else come in. And there is Uh-Oh now, just with Lola Bean. And Uh-Oh is one of our best foster mums, and she took on Timmy, who was also quite a similar, Timmy's actually just like literally there, one of the, like a similar situation with Basie, because he was an ex-pet, very humanized, also fed cow's milk, so he was massive. And Gizmo is one of the best troops for monkeys that have been in this situation. They're very accepting of bigger babies, and yeah, so hopefully we will see a little bit more of Basie with a foster mum today, so we'll just keep you guys updated. So we have Poppy, another one of our really good foster mums, and he was just asking to be groomed then, but he's not too sure, so he's just taking a little stroll around. So yeah, right now we have Lola Bean, Mitch, Ricky and Poppy. So let's see if he's going to come and say hello. And that was Felix there. Oh wow, everyone's saying hi. We've got Pokey, Mitch is saying hi. Oh, they're actually kind of grooming him as well. I think they're trying to. I think they're more smelling him. But we've got Pokey kind of poking him. Pokey's just the one at the back. And then Mitch is at the front, with little Felix is right in the middle there. So yeah, I mean, it's great already to see that he's comfortable enough to try and be groomed by them, so that's amazing. This is Eva. She also loves babies too. And I think he just wants some attention, so he's like, please groom me. He's a very, very sweet boy, and he's got really lovely bright pink silhouettes. He actually looked quite similar to Timmy, but he's not as fluffy. So they can be a little duo. So yeah, hopefully be able to let little Miss Uh-Oh in. She is currently there, but as there is quite a few visitors, do not want to risk it just yet. So we will wait and see. And there he is, just eating something.
So this is the opportunity that Camilla has been waiting for. Poppy on her own, and so she can let her in, and hopefully meeting Basie goes without any problems. You can see everybody else is hanging around the entrance, hoping they're going to get a chance to come in and meet Basie as well, but one at a time.
So we have Poppy, she just got inside, and we have Basie just there. And he's just come to sit right in front, and he's not too sure. but there was just too many monkeys, so Poppy was brave enough to just go in, and she was quick enough as well that I was able to just get her and not anyone else, because you can see we've got quite a little group gathering here. Poppy is currently trying to get some forage. And they haven't really interacted yet.
That's good just to pay attention to Basie, because as you say, he hasn't shown any adverse reaction, and he seems pretty quick to sort of make contact. And that was kind of cheeky of him actually pinching a piece of food, so he's taking a chance.
So yeah, he's not too sure, but this is good. He's just given her a little sniff. And Poppy is a great foster mum. She's taken, her and Otto have collectively taken many of the babies out. Yeah, he's a good boy. And he's obviously sitting very close to the fence, so it's a bit hard to film.
Also, there's no screaming or being frightened or running away. It's a very, very confident little one.
And at the door we have Eva, who is good with babies, but I'm just gonna stick to Poppy and Otto for meeting him because they're really good and guaranteed good foster moms as well, which is also what we want. Okay, so I managed to get Otto in and let Poppy out because Poppy's done her fair share of time in here, so she really wanted to get out. So I was like, okay, you can go as long as I can have Otto in here. And of course you can't really see, but he is just saying hi. Let me see if I can go round. And of course they move as soon as you do that. So yeah, there's Basie and there's Otto.
Basie has got a very mischievous looking little face. He's doing extremely well. It's actually quite unbelievable if you compare him to earlier integrations this year with the little ones and how frightened they were getting versus the confidence of this little one, because he's evidently a lot older and got a little bit more experience. But the problem's coming in here, he's got no monkey manners, and that can be his biggest downfall with when he goes out into the cage. In the big open enclosure, because if he's too forward, it can get him into a lot of trouble. So as you can see, he is kind of keeping his distance. He's not jumping right on them or all around them. We've had those cases where some of them have been overconfident and sort of jumping onto the female straight away and actually causing a big problem for themselves. But Basie seems to be very relaxed and sort of taken back. He's not being overwhelming with everything. It's just, as I said, that earlier case where I saw him trying to take food from Poppy, which might have been a problem later on. But so far he's behaving like a good little monkey.
we have Basie and Uh-oh on a very, very cold morning. This is their second day together. And it's been going well. She's groomed him quite a few times. They're very comfortable together, which is really nice to see actually in such early days. And he's had like every single troop member come to say hello at the fence. And yeah, he seems to be getting on really, really well. I'm very pleased with how comfortable he is here. Because he is an ex-pet and he's very humanized. It's like interesting to be able to watch him kind of learn how to become a monkey. Uh-oh eyebrowed him because she was eating and he was trying to take her food, and he just was like, okay, fine, and he just left. Whereas because we don't know how long he was an ex-pet for, but it was quite a long time. You know, you don't know how many of those kind of small things he remembers, especially with other monkeys' behavior. So yeah, he was a good boy and he just was like, okay, fine, and he just left, and then he went and got his own food. So yeah, he's been getting on really well. She's just up there, and yeah, we'll see how the day goes. So that's Lola Bean. And that was Timmy. And then there's Ricky just walking behind. So we have Ricky and Felix and Boogie. And that is Schnapps. So Ricky has decided she does not like him. Unsure why. But she's very low ranked, so she might just be going with what she thinks the crowd wants to do. She's gone now, she's over there. Got all the juveniles here. Got Helen, Boogie and Felix. Behind is Plotty, one of the alpha females. That's Schnapps. This is Basie. And that is Uh-oh. So we have O grooming Basie, and I don't want to get any closer because I don't want to disturb them, because this is the second time she's actually done this. They were together yesterday and she did it once, and this is their second day. And it's a very cold morning, so he's been sitting with his little hands and feet all scrunched in a ball, and I think she's kind of trying to now comfort him, which is really sweet. That was just Pokey. This is Basie. She's just been munching away on some butternut. I do have everyone here. So he's come over to see. So that's just Boogie. And this is Lou, who adopted Helen last year while she was in troop. So we have, I knew as soon as I would speak that he might move, but at the fence we have, well, we had Scooby, then we have Timmy, Felix and Boogie, and he is just there. Now we have Cedric approaching. I know this isn't the best angle, but if I move, he comes to the fence. So if there's any interaction, I've got to film it from an awkward position. But he's just been groomed by Otto. He's also been eating some papaya and butternut, so he's doing pretty well. But he is, oh, hello. He's quite cold this morning. So he's been sitting just like this all morning, but it is going to get nice and hot today, and I think he'll be a little bit happier about that. But he's doing super well, and he's had some milk this morning. He loves his milk, and yeah, and he's just been enjoying eating and watching. That's just Felix there by the fence, just watching all of these ones play. So Felix is, I think, trying to touch him, but I know that Basie just wants to be groomed, I think, as well. So he generally puts his little back to the fence. And that's Boogie, who's trying to poke him. They're both trying to poke him. So we've just got their morning plate, and I can see why Otto likes being in the foster mom cage, because she gets fed early, whereas the troops normally get main feed at about like 3 or 4. So got quite a few jealous monkeys here.
Well, again, thanks to Camilla and the team for getting this little guy out with some foster moms and integrating. The big step is, of course, going to be going out into the enclosure. Again, we are so short of people, it's making our lives a little bit difficult. We haven't got enough hands to do anything. So please, if you do know anybody that can volunteer, interested about volunteering, thinking about volunteering, please put them on us. Again, we're also trying to get our memberships and things up, very, very important. So if you know other people or you are watching, please think about becoming a member. It is a small fee every single month, but I mean, this does really help us quite a lot. It keeps the income coming at a constant rate, which we really need. Further than that, thanks all for watching. We look forward to bringing out the next video. We're kind of at the end of this season, so we're just finishing up with the final monkeys that are coming in at the end of the season. The new season should be beginning soon. Hope you enjoyed it. See you soon.
You managed to get away with that one. He just stole the banana that she wanted.